Hi guys, my name's John. It's Monday on 5EC and I've got to apologise for the way I am today because I am hungover to high hell. It was our staff night out last night, so it was a messy one and I feel like crap. Anyway, this week we are handling our first serious discussion, and it's something that's been talked about a lot lately. It's the whole, is homosexuality a choice? Are we born homosexual? Is it something to do nature versus nurture? And I think it'll be quite interesting this week to see all 5 different varying opinions on how we all see it. A word of warning for Friday though, because Ross's is not your typical view and a few people may either really agree or really get angry. And to be straight to the point, I think that I was born gay. I think a lot of the argument stems from how can a child be gay when a lot of stereotypical crushes when you're like 6, 7, 8, you tend to have crushes on girls. I mean, it's not the case all the time, but usually you do. But of course, these crushes at that age are nothing like when you're going through puberty and it's a sexual desire. It's completely different. It's completely different. So as you're growing up and all these hormones are running through your body, going rampant, you begin to have these feelings and urges, and I feel like I'm giving the talk right now, so I don't know where I'm going with this. But I definitely don't think it's a choice. I don't think you wake up one morning and think, I'm going to be gay. I read in the Gay Voices section of the Huffington Post online about this argument that was going on, and yeah, I'm totally spaced out right now. And I thought it made a really relevant point in the case that if we choose homosexuality, then the people who put this argument forward are then saying that they chose their heterosexuality, which means the entire population is bisexual and chooses one thing or the other. I think that's a very good point. It really frustrates me when people say that we chose this. No, you're not gay, so how do you know how I feel? Why would anybody choose a life where they are constantly ridiculed, where they are constantly taunted, where they are constantly hated? I mean, if I had the choice, I wouldn't change who I am, because it is who I am. So it's really frustrating when people are saying I chose to be this way. No, as I grew up, I just felt this way. The same way a straight person grows up to like the opposite sex. I think this is a really bad analogy, but it's a bit like Marmite. You either love it or you hate it. Heterosexuals like the opposite sex, but they don't like the same sex. Whereas homosexuals like the same sex and not the other sex, not the opposite sex. And then bisexuals, I don't like when people say bisexuals are greedy, or they don't know, or they're just closeted homosexuals who don't want to admit to themselves. No, that's not right, that's not fair at all, because it's the same boat. Bisexuals grow up and are like, oh, I like both. It can be said for anything. So you get Neapolitan ice cream, you've got 3 choices. Is there someone who has, no, I just like vanilla, I'm going to always eat vanilla? Is someone weird if they like all 3? Vanilla, chocolate and strawberry? What the hell? Yeah. Basically, my opinion is that we are all born the way we are. Everybody's different. I've got loads of girlfriends. I do not find them repulsive, but I know that I don't find them attractive in that way. I still think, oh, she's stunning, she's gorgeous. Like, oh my god, Rihanna could turn me straight. Oh. And that's just a phrase. I don't think any girl could turn me straight, to be honest. No. Just no. And that's what really frustrates me about the whole religious side of things, because there's people who say God created man and woman so man and woman can be together. Then the argument is God made me the way I am. We're not going to get into the whole subject of religion, but for the argument's sake, if God made you the way you are, God made me the way I am. I think that's what I'm trying to say, is I was born, I grew up around people of similar interests, similar things in society, and they've turned out the way they have, and I've turned out the way I have. People are scared of the unknown. They don't understand why people are different in this way, so they put a stigma on the minority, and it's really frustrating. And so while I seem to be getting really deep about this, but I seem to be rambling a bit, I just seem to do in every video I do. I seem to get off topic really easily. We'll go too far into detail. So there you are, I've opened up the debate. I think I've covered what I feel anyway. Be interesting to see what Trevor, Dakota, Miles and Ross think. So leaving it there, I'm going to put it to the floor now. What do you guys think? Because it's a good thing to discuss. Let's not get angry though and attack each other. Honest, open debate in the comments. If you got through this video in the way I am right now, I salute you. But I'm going to leave it now, and I'm going to go, because I really need to chillax. Next week we are talking about like childhood obsessions, 90s fads, the things that happened then that aren't happening now, which we think, oh, remember that? So that's what we'll be talking about next week. So till then, bye guys.